Okay. Hey everyone, it's me, Andrew. Welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be a really quick, when I mean quick, I try to make it really quick, a quick-ish video, and it's just a rant video, and there's going to be little swearing involved, so, yes, and just angry hand gestures. So, yeah. Okay, so sometimes it really, no, actually not sometimes, all the time, what really jerks my chain, I suppose, if that's the right phrase, is when a random person or someone I've made friends with in public and that they didn't know about me, like, before I came out, so they see me as the gender that I want to represent as, which is male and man, which is me, Andrew. So, and, you know, make friends with them, ha ha ha. This usually, and then sometimes you're like, okay, this person's fine, they haven't misgendered me, but that's until they kind of ask you that question of, hey, are you trans? Or, so do you like dressing up as a guy? Or, like, are you a woman? So, stuff like that really freaking annoys me, because, I mean, it's bad, I mean, like, it's bad enough, but it's bad enough that I go out in public trying to have a good time, and I make a new friend, and then suddenly, like, we're chatting for a good couple of hours, or like an hour and something, and then suddenly they just ask that, and it's just kind of like, I totally don't mind if someone asked me this, like, through my blog or through YouTube, because YouTube, I'm very open talking about being trans, and same as my blog, I'm also open about being trans as well. But when it's just randomly, just like out of nowhere, like if I'm like before, like, for example, like a university event, or just any random like event, or just me going out and like it's just a friends thing, and then you're just having fun, and then suddenly this random question pops up, and it's just kind of like, well, what? And that just totally puts a whole entire downer for the rest of the day for me, and it just makes me very mad, because it's like, I mean, it's like, yes, I am trans, but at the same time, you really shouldn't have asked this, because if I am on a slightly safe platform, such as on YouTube or on my blog or on Facebook and stuff like that, where I'm open and in a open space to talk about me being trans, I'm okay being like, yeah, I'm trans, like, I'm okay with that. But if it's in public, like in a public setting, like in person, where there is there's a risk of being attacked, or like the worst case scenario is ever playing in my head right now, but where I'm in a public place and I'm with my friends who make me feel safe already, and then suddenly there's this random question out of nowhere that is like way too personal, it kind of throws me off, and it's annoying. I understand the curiosity and stuff like that, but if it's like, I mean, for example, I wouldn't mind if it's me talking to another trans friend, and we're both talking about trans issues and stuff like that, and then I'm like, hey, yeah, I'm trans, and I want to talk about this, because I love talking about stuff like this. Like, that's totally fine, because we're talking about similar things, and, like, I feel safe enough to out myself. I don't mind talking about stuff like that, but again, if it's just a random person, like a new person that you made friends with, or just an old friend or something like that, where you completely represent the gender that you are representing as, and the way you want to live and feel as the identity you want to be, it is so fucking annoying. And okay, let me tell you why it's annoying. Well, first of all, it's transphobic to even ask someone out in the public, are you trans? Also, if it's like out, like in a club or a bar or stuff, like, or anywhere where there's other people where they can hear this conversation going on, it is transphobic in a way where you are outing that person to other people. You're just announcing it, hey, you trans. It's like that, and it's like you're literally putting that person on the spot, and it's just so annoying. And the anxiety of it, it's like, I want to die. Like, it's just kind of like, let's go dig a hole right now. Let's go fucking do it, because I am not ready for this shit. And it's just sort of like, I don't want to say yes because this rant, just to prove this person's perception of what a trans person looks like. Trans people are people, and we appear in loads of shapes and sizes, and there shouldn't be this preconception image of what a trans person may look like, or if a trans person is obvious, because that is transphobic, because you're instantly thinking, oh, that person looks more masculine or feminine more than this other person who is a masculine and feminine or something like that. And because they're more like feminine than masculine, they're totally like, what are they? It really bugs me. And if you're saying that you're an open-minded person and you just come with this this view of like, oh yeah, trans people are trying to fool me, but I'm making it like a competition to out them, but also to be like, ha, I know a trans person when I know they're a trans person. What is up with that? Outing trans people is not a competition, and you're not trying to. Who are you competing yourself with? The rest of the heteronormative society who want to take someone out of a toilet just because they don't look like a man or a woman enough for your liking. Like, what is up with that? Okay, and this is what I say to people when in doubt, and this can go for any cisgender person, regardless of if they're in the LGBTQIAP community or not. But if you do not know, if instantly, like, I mean, we've grown up with these views of what a man and a woman are supposed to look like and what they're supposed to do and stuff like that. Destroy that. Destroy the gender roles. You don't need that. We don't need these gender roles telling us what we do. Like, we don't need that. So when in doubt, when you don't know someone's gender, or you just don't know what pronouns to use, kindly, when I mean kindly, like, don't say it in a group of people. Like, just be like, can I ask you something? Like, set them aside or something. Be like, can I ask you something personal? Like, can I just ask what pronouns you use? And just like that. Or just use they, because that's safe enough than being like, she, or he. After you, like, you know, your friends introduce that person, like, this is Jessica, and then you're like, oh, Jessica, you're such a man. I don't know, like, what the fuck? Basically, just don't assume someone's gender or their pronouns, because that is just the worst thing, and it's annoying, and it's just, it's not a competition to out someone or to be like, you're fooling us, but you can't fool me, because I know you're trans. Like, what are you winning here? Like, there's nothing to gain. Like, literally, like, we need to destroy these barriers that gender roles. We need to destroy all these myths and debunks and debunk all these random things where we just assume what a trans person and a trans man look like, or especially if it's like a non-binary person, like their pronouns and their gender identity is just them, and it's us, and it's the way we want to present. So I don't like it when someone comes up to me and just randomly off the bat assumes what gender I am, just the way I look. That is just annoying. Like just, you shouldn't do that. Like, it's just, if you want to be open-minded, if you're interested in the, you know, getting involved in trans rights or the LGBTQ community and stuff like that, you just need to be a bit more self-aware and just kind of think for a moment and then kind of like, don't just say it offhandedly like that. It's just so rude. It's so disrespectful, because when that person shows any that hint of disrespect towards me or any of my friends and family or my boyfriend or anyone in general, then I'm not going to be a nice person about it. I'm really not. Because I would... I was going to say I would drag you. But yeah, like, just... It's just annoying. I mean, like, if you say that, I'm not transphobic, but end up saying a transphobic thing. If a trans person says, hey, that's transphobic, don't fight them. Just be like, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't know, I won't do that again. That's all you have to say. You don't have to fight them. Like, you're not if you are cisgender and you think you're an expert on trans rights and issues and what it's like to be trans and have experienced gender dysphoria, then you kind of need to take a seat back and just listen to trans people, because we're trying our best to educate people and say it peacefully through words, and just saying, you know, you shouldn't randomly ask someone if they're trans in a public setting where there's loads of people and where it will deem them unsafe once you just say it. It's not nice, it's rude. Anyway, I feel a lot better now. Oh my god. Yeah, so that's my rant. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there'll be a new video. I'm gonna have my next t-shirt next week. I'm so excited. Yeah, okay, cool. I feel much better. My god. Anyway, but yeah, okay, thank you very much. Sorry I had to see this ugly side of me just ranting. Anyway, okay, so bye, take care of yourselves, and hydrate, drink loads of water, eat, sleep, great times, take care of yourselves. Bye!